What is up YouTube, how are you doing today, and welcome back to the YouTube video. In today's YouTube video, we will be going over the top 5 best landscape mods for Fallout 4, so without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So landscape mods play a very big role in making a Fallout playthrough a good playthrough. Now there are many different reasons to why you might be looking to install some new landscape mods, whether it's because you're new to overhauling your Fallout landscape, or have been using a landscape mod for a pretty long time and just want something new. Now, oftentimes it might be a little bit difficult finding the right landscape mod for Fallout 4, seeing as there are so many different ones on Nexus that are listed. So, if you came here because you were struggling to find some good landscape mods, or are trying to find some better ones, seeing as the ones you've been using aren't that good, you've came to the right place. And in today's video, I'll be going over the top 5 best landscape mods for Fallout 4, so without further ado, let's get straight to this video. So the first mod we will be taking a look at is a mod that will bring a lot of Fallout New Vegas players back home. So the first mod we'll be taking a look at is a mod called Desperados Overhaul, and what this mod basically does is overhaul the entire map, turning it from a dead forest to a big open desert. And a lot of you with low-end PCs might be really happy to know that this mod not only overhauls the entire map, making it look good, but also helps increase your frame rate thanks to it removing a ton of trees from the map. Although majority of the map has been overhauled into a big open desert, you can find 2 areas of the map that have been overhauled into a big dense pine forest. One of the areas that was affected by this mod was the glowing sea, changing it from a scorched wasteland to a dense pine forest. And the other area of the map that was changed to a pine forest was the Murkwater swamps below Quincy. Now this mod is really cool because not only does it make the map look a lot like Fallout New Vegas, but it also makes combat a lot harder, seeing as there is less things to hide behind. And pairing this mod with a really good looking EMB will make for a really good playthrough. Now installing this mod might be a little tricky, seeing as there are multiple files that you will need to install, but don't worry, it is pretty easy. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, along with installing the actual mod itself, is to install the PRP patch. And what this is basically going to do is make it so the mod is compatible with PRP. And the last thing you want to do when installing Desperados Overhaul is install the terrain level of detail. Now basically what this is going to do when installing it is show the faraway area to look more like a desert. Now when installing the terrain level of detail mod, you're going to want to put this mod at the bottom of your mods list in order for it to work. Now this might be a little bit tricky to do in Vortex, but it's actually pretty easy. All you're going to want to do in Vortex is go to the mod in the plugins tab and put this number to 99. Doing this should make it so the mod goes to the bottom of the mods list. And overall, this is a really good mod. So the next mod on the list is a mod that can be paired with Desperados Overhaul or can be used on its own. So the next mod we'll be taking a look at in our number 2 spot is a mod called BADLANDS 2. So BADLANDS 2 is another mod that overhauls the map, turning it into a desert, except this time it keeps a little bit of trees on the map. Now this is a pretty good mod, however I think it is a lot better when you pair it with Desperados Overhaul. So pairing these mods together are pretty easy. All you have to do is install them both at the same time and get the level of detail mod for both of them. Again, when installing the level of detail mod, all you have to do is move it to the bottom of your mods list. And doing this will make it for the perfect desert overhaul playthrough for Fallout 4. Again, you don't have to pair these 2 mods together, and they work very well on their own, but I highly recommend you put them together to get for the best experience. And overall, BADLANDS 2 is a really good mod. In our number 3 spot, we will be taking a look at a mod called Boston Natural Surroundings. Now Boston Natural Surroundings is a really cool mod, adding a ton of foliage to the map, making it more alive. Now Boston Natural Surroundings is pretty easy to install and doesn't require any additional steps other than installing the mod and adding it to your mod manager. Now Boston Natural Surroundings is a really good mod, and on top of looking really nice, it is less performance heavy than other forest mods. And to top it off, it adds a variety of different trees to the map, making it so you're not looking at one set of trees the entire game. Overall, Boston Natural Surroundings is one of the best forest mods if you don't have the strongest PC out there. In our number 4 spot, we are taking a look at a mod called Winter Overhaul. Now the Winter Overhaul mod adds snow to every texture around the map, making it feel a lot like Metro Exodus. Now this mod is really cool by itself, but if you pair it with Fallout 2287 Nuclear Winter, it makes it so you actually have to stay warm when surviving. And to top it off, this mod can be paired with another pine forest winter trees to make it look even cooler. Now obviously you don't have to get Fallout 2287 Nuclear Winter, but it really adds to the immersion of the winter environment. And overall, this is a very well made mod if patrolling the Mojave made you wish for a nuclear winter. So before I go over the 5th and final mod on the list, I wanted to go over a couple honorable mentions. So the first honorable mention I wanted to go over was Icepick Overhaul. And what this mod basically does is make the map look even more frozen than Winter Overhaul. And this is a really good mod if you truly wanted the world to look really frozen. So the next honorable mention I wanted to go over was a forest. And what this mod basically does is add a big forest to the map, making it a lot like Boston Natural Surroundings except with different trees other than pine trees. And overall, this is a really good mod if you didn't want pine trees on your map. And finally, in the honorable mentions, springtime trees. And what this mod basically does is add a ton of trees around the map with a lot of spring colors, making it feel like it's springtime in the Commonwealth. And overall, this is a really cool mod if you want a forest that has a lot brighter colors than the other ones. And finally, the fifth and final mod. In the number 5 spot, we have CRP Overgrowth. And what this mod basically does is overhaul everything in the entire map, from the roads, turning them very mossy, to the foliage in the buildings, making it look very aged and overgrown, and even adding a ton of trees to the map with a ton of plant life around them. And overall, this is a very well made mod, and in my opinion, the best forest mod for Fallout 4. Now, installing this mod can be a little tricky, but don't worry, it is pretty easy to install. So the first thing you are going to want to do is go into the description and join the Discord below. Once you join the Discord, scroll down and navigate to Shadow of the Wind mods and download the CRP Overgrowth. Once the mod itself is actually installed, drag and drop it into your mod manager, and boom, you have just completed step 1. Now in step 2, all you're going to want to do is set up the INI files a certain way in order to make the mod work. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open up the CRP instructions text document and copy and paste everything here into the general tab in your fallout4.ini file. Once you've done that, you're going to want to copy and paste this text under grass in fallout4.ini. After you've done that, you're going to want to find fgrass range equals x and paste that under grass in your fallout4.ini. Now to find x, all you're going to want to do is navigate over to fallout4prefs.ini and copy whatever number is after this text and replace what x is. Once you've done that, copy and paste this in under grass. And finally, for minimum grass size, by default this is at 20, but I recommend you put this between 35 and 45 if you want good performance. And once you've done all of that, you are finally ready to use the mod. Now, on a side note, if you want to customize this mod a little bit more, there are a lot of different add-ons you can find in the Discord. And overall, this is a really good mod, so I definitely recommend you go check it out. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Sorry I haven't been uploading in a while, seeing as I've been dealing with a lot of schoolwork, but from now on I should be uploading a lot more frequently. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.